Hey girls, it's Katie. I am 29 weeks and the baby is about the size of a butternut squash or a loaf of bread, and I think both of those things are really cute. Mike is out of town. He's in Austin for work, which is lonely for me, but it's been a good opportunity to sort of work on projects and sort of like meditate more on my own, you know? I've been painting a piece of furniture, and I plan to do some sewing in the next couple of nights, so I guess it's good to have a little bit of alone time, or just alone with my little internal companion. I just got back from the chiropractor. My back pain had gotten increasingly worse over the past week, and this appointment just couldn't come soon enough. So I just got back. I love chiropractics. It's amazing. I mean, you feel results seriously, like instantaneously. As soon as he adjusted me, I immediately felt a million times better. To me, it just completely makes sense that your spine is the foundation of the body, really. So if things are out of alignment and off, you're going to have pain, you're going to have problems other places. So I'm hoping I don't have to go super regularly, but I'd like to sort of get back on a better footing. I've been having just like really intense pain in my sacroiliac joint, sort of down in my very low back / hip. I get it really on one side. And when I get up to pee in the middle of the night, I basically can't walk. So something had to be done. And the funniest thing, so this was a new doctor I went to. He came in the room and my first thought was like, oh, he looks sort of like Patrick Swayze. And no joke, as I was leaving the office, the song from Dirty Dancing came on, the like Time of Your Life or whatever it's called. And I was amazed, and I had like this total like laugh to myself. And then I thought, I wonder if that's intentional. You know, like he probably gets, oh, you look like Patrick Swayze all the time. So, I don't know. Then it didn't seem as funny. So I don't know. If it was a coincidence, it was pretty awesome. Mike and I had our first birth class in the past week. It's a set of 4 classes, and they're not really broken up by topic or anything. They just sort of cover everything. We didn't really know what to expect, but it was pretty good. I mean, I don't think we heard anything that we hadn't read or talked about already, but it's nice to have a review. And there was just one other couple with us. We're taking the English language class, and they said that the participation for the Spanish classes is really high. The demand for Spanish classes are much higher than the English, so we're getting plenty of individualized attention, and I think the instructor is somebody I can ask my questions about. She's had 2 unmedicated births at that hospital, so I plan to bounce things off of her, so that's nice. They're also free, so what can it hurt? But she did describe something funny. I hadn't heard this in these terms, but she said that the 3rd trimester is basically like your first trimester all over again. you're just bigger. But she said, you know, it's really common for sort of the same symptoms and discomforts and stuff to come back. So you can't sleep, you pee more, you can have nausea again, you can have like indigestion and heartburn, and yeah, I'm getting all that pretty much, just to a small degree though. So far so good. Okay, so a week from this Saturday is a baby shower that our friends where we live are throwing for us. I guess we're actually having 2 very small showers. One that our friends are doing, and then one at the end of the month when we go visit my parents that my mom is putting together with sort of like her friends and you know, sort of closer family people out there. Apparently that was supposed to be a surprise, but my sister totally leaked it, so now I have to pretend I don't know about it. But I'm having some issues, and I wanted to get your thoughts about the etiquette of this. So, I think I said a couple of weeks ago, I don't think anyone's ever thrown me a party. and I'm uncomfortable with it. I don't know. I think that Mike and I are like pretty sort of humble people, and we don't like to attract a lot of attention. Personally, I hate even opening like birthday gifts in front of people, or I don't actually really like my birthday because I just don't like the attention. And for our wedding, we didn't do a registry or anything. We didn't ask for gifts because we felt like we didn't really need anything. There was nothing we couldn't live without anyway. And also, I don't know, we just didn't feel right sort of asking people to get us stuff. The situation we're in now, we have registered, and it's more sort of out of necessity, you know, like there's no way that our old dishes are fine, so there's no reason we need new dishes. We can't really say the same for whatever, our non-existent cloth diaper stash or whatever. So it's not like we're looking to upgrade here. It's like we obviously do need help getting some of the things that we need. But I just feel like I should be contributing something. I just don't feel right about showing up to this party where everyone's going to give me stuff and I walk in empty-handed and, you know, that's the end of it. So my friend who's throwing it here has forbidden me from making something. I really wanted to make a dessert or something, or do some sort of favors, because to me it makes sense. You know, if people are giving us gifts, then we should give favors to our friends. But she has forbidden me. She said that that is totally contrary to the etiquette, sort of in her understanding, and she thinks that's crazy. So I am supposed to come with nothing. Am I crazy? Is this weird? Has anybody else sort of had these concerns or felt this way? I don't know. Maybe I'm just making too big of a deal out of it, but I think it's wonderful and it's so nice for somebody to be putting the energy into something like this that I'm going to do something for her individually anyway, but I don't know. I'm just sort of uncomfortable with the whole thing. So I'm going to try to get over it. I don't know. Speaking of purchases, in the past week we also became like a average American family, and we bought a TV. Mike and I have lived together for 7 years, and that whole time we have not had a TV or cable or anything. We actually do have a 10-inch little TV with a built-in VCR that my in-laws were getting rid of. So we sort of took it off their hands so we could watch our like old VHS tapes. And so that's what we've had, and most of the time it's not even hooked up or anything. But Mike is super into movies. He grew up in Los Angeles, and he's just really interested in film. And we worked it into the budget earlier on that an important pre-baby purchase sort of for him was going to be a TV with a Blu-ray player, because he says that DVDs are already phasing out and pretty soon all they're going to make is Blu-ray, so it's a better investment. So he did a ton of research and found really great deals on these two electronics. So now we actually have a TV. It still has an antenna. it's whatever. It doesn't have cable, so we have to use an antenna. But yeah. So the thought was we're going to be going out less, and you know, especially like to the movies. And so at least this way he can feel good about inviting people over to watch a movie, and have a way of you know, showing movies to people and still being able to socialize and whatever. So I'm at peace with it. It's a little bit weird. I think the living room looks really weird now. He's really excited, so that was definitely the best thing about his past week. I don't have too much else to say today. I want to extend a huge congratulations to a few special people that I follow who got their BFPs this week. I'm just over the moon for you. I decided early on that I didn't want to call people out individually, sort of by name, for BFPs and sort of news like that, because it's your news to share, it's not mine. And I would also feel really bad if I forgot somebody, you know, but you know who you are, and I'm so happy for you, and I just wish you a healthy, happy 9 months, and I hope you make vlogs so I can see them. I'm going to do a belly shot measurement for 29 weeks today. I actually feel a lot more like toned this week. Last week I just felt like I had exploded sort of, but I didn't really feel too graceful or anything. And this week I think that I just feel more normal. I feel like, you know, I'm in better shape. I don't know, maybe I've been eating healthier this week. But like or maybe it's just that the baby's grown, so I feel firmer and I feel better about that. Do measurement. Is that the widest point? Okay, give me a second. Oh, I just keep amazing myself. So that is just shy of 38 inches. I don't know. My next midwife appointment is in 2 weeks, so I'll see about weight gain at that point. But 38 inches at the widest point, that was just about level with my belly button now. 29 weeks. Thanks for watching, guys. The best thing about the past week is that I've officially started scaling back my work hours. I'm so excited. Today was the first Thursday afternoon where I left after lunch, and that is going to be my plan from now on. I tend to have my doctor's or my midwife appointments and my other, whatever, general doctor's appointments on Thursday afternoons anyway. And I was feeling a lot of stress to get to appointments on time and to get back to work after them, and I felt like I was sort of being irresponsible, like not being able to report how long the appointment would be, when I would be back, and so I would just be nervous about wrapping other things up by the end of the day. So I think the solution is, yeah, I'm taking Thursday afternoons. My boss is a really reasonable person, and he just keeps saying, every time I ask him sort of for flexibility, he says, you know, your health is more important. I want you to do what you need to do. Of course, he probably doesn't care either way because I don't get like sick time or anything. So he's like, fine, I don't have to pay you this afternoon, no problem, you know. But yes, so Thursday afternoons are mine now. And Tuesdays, since we're taking that birth class, I might leave a half an hour early. But I feel like I'm getting away with something. Like leaving after lunch today was just like the best feeling. So during this time, I have a whole list of things that I want to accomplish. This is when, and we're going to be interviewing pediatricians, possibly finding a doula. I want to visit a breastfeeding group in the area that I'll talk more about in the future when I actually, I think, drop in there. I also just hope, I want to just use this time to sort of, you know, do the sort of baby focused projects that I haven't felt like I've had time for. So all in all, I think it's a really good move, and it'll help with the fatigue that I feel coming on stronger and stronger. Just being able to get through the week, having this little break, I think is going to be awesome.